Polling software can be a powerful tool to cultivate teamwork during class and engage your students in course material. Craig Klugman, professor and chair of the Department of Health Sciences at DePaul, draws from both the natural and social sciences to prepare students to be successful healthcare professionals.
Polling just seemed like a really good match for some of the things we were trying to do, getting students to work in groups. So team-based learning is something that I decided would be really helpful for the class. Somebody introduced me to this Socrative program. It's free, and you log on and you can do a lot of different things with it. So one is you can actually create quizzes that you then store. They also sort of have this community forum that they've created. So you can make your quizzes available to other educators, and you can also use ones that they've created. You could also make up questions on the fly. So if you're in the middle of a lecture or talking about a topic and you want to see if students understand it, you can type right in a question there, and the students, if they're logged into the system already, they get the question instantaneously and they can give an answer. So I was using it to see if the students did their reading before we went on to the exercise and the projects. And they would sit there in their teams, about 4 people, and try to answer. It came out to about 10 questions. One of the other neat features is that you can set this to be either paced by the instructor, so we go through one question at a time, or paced for the student, which means that some groups will finish before other groups. It also provides real-time feedback, so who's answered what question, how far they are, what groups haven't finished yet, who hasn't finished.
Assistant Professor of Nursing, Elizabeth Florez, helps her students think critically about how they'll treat patients in real-world situations.
I've been looking for a great way to engage with the students because a lot of the lecture material is pretty straight knowledge information, so it's a little difficult to get creative in the classroom with it. So this has been a really helpful and useful tool in order to really engage the students.
Florez uses the app Poll Everywhere to check on her students' understanding of important concepts and help them prepare for quizzes and exams.
The thing I like with Poll Everywhere is that I can post the question on the PowerPoint slide, but then it also gives an opportunity for everyone, all the students, to be actively engaged in the discussion and responding to what they feel is the correct answer. Usually I've used it at the very end of lectures to really evaluate what they've learned over the course of the lecture, and then also I've used it to help study for examinations, so it really stimulates the discussion on some of those key issues that we really want them to learn. I feel like some students just deliberately put the wrong answer just to see what your response is. So I've had that happen. But you know, it also helps me to really see if I've created a good question too. Because sometimes their rationalization for their answer is pretty good. Or, you know, they'll see just something slightly in the question that I can see, okay, I understand why you answered it the way you did. And so maybe the question wasn't written correctly. So then that's helpful for me as far as moving forward and making sure that I'm writing good questions for their exams and their quizzes. So that part's been, I guess, a benefit to me.
Apps like Poll Everywhere and Socrative are compatible with most portable electronic devices. They can help students monitor their progress while simultaneously giving feedback on your teaching. If you are a DePaul faculty member and would like to speak with a consultant about incorporating mobile learning into your classes, email molly@depaul.edu.